I thought I'd talk a little bit about editing tonight, and I thought I would talk about editing from my point of view, which is from the director's point of view, which is a little bit different than from the editor's point of view. Yes, the director directs your performance on the set, and the cinematographer will shoot your performance, and the gaffer will light your performance, but it's the editor who chooses, in collaboration with the director, which takes wind up in the final film. So when you're shopping for an editor, you have to know what your style is so you can find an editor who fits your style. Do you just want to hand the film over to somebody and say, you do a first cut and let me come and see it? Or do you want to micromanage their process cut by cut? If you're going to work well with your editor, you're going to want to have someone who fits your style. That said, you don't just look at a reel. If you look at an editor's reel, all you're going to see is they can edit together a sizzle reel. You're not going to actually see that they can edit, A, in the style that you want them to edit, B, your project the way you want it edited. So here's what I would suggest. I would take your top 2 or 3 candidates, and I would take what I figured was the most difficult or pivotal scene in the movie, and I'd give them the raw footage. And I'd say, put the scene together the way you think it should play. And then I'd watch the scene the way they put it together. And whoever put it together the way that I felt was the strongest, that would be the editor that I hired. Because any scene can be edited any number of different ways. You have to understand what your style is when you want to work with an editor, because you want to have a good collaborative working relationship with them so that you don't clash in the editing room. You want to make sure that the way that you work with your editor is fun for both of you. And the only way that's going to happen is if you interview them and you say, how was it like when you worked with your last director? What's your preferred style of working? So that you understand how they want to work with you. And if you know your style, then you know, hey, this is someone I want to work with, or this is somebody that may not work too well with me, given my style of working. And then you continue to search, because if they're not the style that is going to work well with your style, then you look for somebody who is, because there are plenty of editors in town, and there are plenty of good editors in town. So you just have to find someone whose style of working matches yours.